Consistency! Show up every single day. Show up even on the days when you are not feeling motivated. Well, you know what? On this video, I'm not going to be giving you guys any motivation at all. I'm just going to be giving you guys a really practical way on how you can overcome the problems of not being so consistent at doing the positive things that you wanted to be doing, like exercising, studying, meditating, and lots of more. Hi, I'm Laksana, just an average person trying to be consistent, currently got a more than 200 days straight morning push-up streak, fully documented on my Instagram, and I also want to be the best at helping people build consistency. That's why I also rehearse consistently on my live stream. And hey, I want to say thank you. Thank you for actually caring about your life. Because if you actually want to change your life to the better through implementing some positive things consistently, I actually really do appreciate that. So this is May 30th, 2025, and this is going to be day 326 of consistently helping people build consistency. One of the biggest problems why we cannot be consistent at doing something is because we are afraid. We are afraid what if our expectation, our fantasy, our daydream of how good we should perform in a specific task like exercising, weightlifting, and studying actually don't really meet the reality, okay? What if reality is disappointing? What if we are not as good as we thought we should be, okay? So basically, we fear reality will disappoint us. That's why we do not do the thing in the first place because we are afraid, and we just keep on daydreaming, fantasizing of how good we should be. And at the same time, we actually know that, hey, you know what? What if my dream are not really true? What if my fantasy of how good I perform is not really that good actually? And reality hurts. Okay. So for example, this is my own case, right? I want to be the best at helping people build consistency. That's why I need to be able to communicate the ideas in a fluent way, right? Communicate in a proper way. And here's the thing, I kind of have this idea, this expectation of how good I should perform. Let's say this is how good I should perform, right, inside of my mind. But in reality, right, when I actually do rehearse the script, I try to do my speech, right? It turns out my ability is right here, right? I'm not as fluent as I think I should have been. I'm not fluent as I think I am. And also, I need to think, oh, you know what is the English word for this? What is the English word for that? How to actually make this speech grammatically correct, okay? I'm not as good as I think I should be, right? I'm not meeting up the expectation of how good I should be. And in fact, currently I have an idea, an expectation of how good I currently need to perform this speech. And it's currently, to be honest, it's not really meeting my expectation. And it feels painful. It feels disappointing to just feel like, to just realize that, hey, you know what? You're not as good as you thought you should be. Okay. So basically, consistently rehearsing, consistently recording means we are consistently exposing ourselves into the reality of our actual ability, our current ability to perform some specific task. And again, oftentimes reality doesn't meet your expectation. And if you think about it, it's actually pretty normal to make mistakes during our learning period, right? In fact, learning is a long, long life. It's a lifetime journey. And you know what? If we just put on enough effort and just show up every single day, make mistakes, and actually learn from those mistakes, we are going to progress eventually. Okay? And that's just natural thing to do. So the question here is that how can we actually overcome our fear, just embrace the uncomfortable feeling of being a beginner, of being not as good as we thought we are, and just show up every day and just learn from it and grow from it, right? So this is a really, really practical way on how you can actually overcome this problem. Grab on a pen and a paper and basically create a future reminder, right? A reminder for the future version of ourselves. Okay, we remind ourselves that hey, you know what? Yes, you are not going to be as good as you think you are right here, right now, when you are a beginner. But hey, if you just show up consistently enough, if you just show up every single day and you actually learn from your mistakes, you are willing to learn new things, well, then eventually you are going to progress. You are going to get the results that you expect you are going to have. And yeah, basically remind ourselves that, hey, you know what? Sometimes we do things as good as we expected, as we expect it to be. Sometimes our results are, below the expectation. And also sometimes it's higher than the expectation, right? So there are going to be different performance on a day-to-day basis. And that's something normal. The point here is to just show up every single day, even on the days when we are feeling afraid, even on the days when we are not feeling motivated, and actually bear the feeling of uncomfortableness. Okay, that's the feeling of discomfort in growing is something to be expected. We need to remind ourselves, the future version of ourselves, about this thing, about this reality. Okay, so the thing that we are going to be doing here is that under the reminder, we are going to be writing down what is going to be the commitment that we are going to be doing. So let's say for myself, you know what, I'm really, feeling some kind of discomfort when I need to record my video some of the days because I do not perform as I expected. I need to perform how I should perform, right? But since I precisely know that I need to show up every single day, what is going to be my commitment? For example, oh yeah, at least I'm going to be having one live stream of rehearsal every single day, even on the days when I don't really perform that well. Okay? And the thing that I should be doing here is that every single time I want to do my live stream rehearsal live stream, I'm going to be reading this paper. Okay? Why? Because I want to remind myself that, hey, you know what? It's okay to progress. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay. It's something necessary actually. And it's not going to feel good all the time. Okay? There are going to be days when it's good to, make you realize that you are not really competent enough today. But hey, if you just stick long enough and learn, you're actually going to progress over time, right? That's one thing. We need to remind ourselves on a day-to-day basis about this reality. And secondly, we are also giving ourselves some evidence because after we read the paper, we are exactly going to be doing the thing, right? So we do not only talk the talk, we also walk the talk. We also do the thing that we say that we are going to be doing. We actually embrace the discomfort of learning. Okay? So that's how you basically be consistent at doing something. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join our Discord. You can also support my long form videos on Gumroad by buying me a coffee. It will really be meaningful for me. And yeah, for today's day, Authenticity post today, May 30th, 2025. And today's memes are posted day, wait, stunt double post last 24 hours, GMT +7. But this video might be uploaded like 1 or 2 days from now because I do not have an editor. Thank you.